Tonight, I'm gonna kill a man.
Hi guys, DVD Mike. I'm gonna do something I haven't done before, which is an individual review on one particular film. It's not something I've done before because there's never been anything that's kind of taken me like this film has. The review's going to be on Franklyn, which is a 2008 film directed by Gerald McMorrow. He hasn't done much before. I believe the last film he did was it seemed like a student project about an out-of-work actor in the future in a doll queue, which I'm going to have to seek out and have a look at. As the film itself, it's set in two different worlds. The one world which is Meanwhile City, and the other which is 2008 London. It's a film of interweaving storylines. It's very hard to describe without giving too much away, but I'm going to try. You have Preest, who in Meanwhile City, which is a very dark city-like futuristic version of a city, kind of reminiscent of Hellboy 2's Troll Marketplace. Very stylized, very V for Vendetta. He's a detective and he's looking for this girl who's been kidnapped. In this future state, you have to have religion. If you don't have religion, you have to be religious, otherwise it's against the law. So everyone has a religion. There's religions based on washing machine instructions, there's religions based on, I think there's Seventh-day Advent manicurists. He is searching through Midnight City to try and find, Meanwhile City, to try and find this girl. Meanwhile, in 2008 London, you have Sam Riley, who people will know from the Joy Division biopic Control, playing a guy who's just been ditched and left at the altar by his, erstwhile wife. And he's being followed by an art student, played by Eva Green, who people know from Golden Compass and Casino Royale, among other films. She's very strange. You see her visiting a psychologist with her mother about her problems, her continual suicide attempts, which are put together for an art project. She films herself killing herself for this art project. Now, what these two interweaving strands in 2008 London and in this futuristic Meanwhile City have to do with each other, I can't say, because you're going to have to watch the film and find out what's going on. There are a lot of faces that appear in both timelines, and whether they're related or not is something that comes up later on in the film. You also have this older gentleman who's looking for his son. He's in a mental institution, and he's discharged from the army. You don't know much about him. He's looking for his son, who's meant to come home for a home visit because he's meant to be well enough to come home, but he goes missing. So it's about his search for his son, Eva Green's character, her search for what's missing in her life, the empty void, what makes her be so depressed and what makes her kill herself. And Sam Riley, who's just looking for, that thing that's missing in his life. That's what it's all about, really. So I can't describe too much. I'll let the clips speak for themselves. I'm not going to show too much. I think I wouldn't watch the trailer if I was anyone on here, because it gives away too much. I went into it completely cold. It's worth picking up. I got the Blu-ray. It was $11.99, which is a bargain. It hasn't got a lot on there. It's got a documentary moment in the meanwhile, deleted scenes and the trailer, and that's about it. It is, for anyone who's really interested in how Blu-rays look, it is an amazing transfer. It also has, weirdly enough, a PCM 2.0 track, which people from Laserdisc days will know. That's not something they put out anymore, so you can watch it in Dolby Surround or ProLogic 2X with a pure PCM track, which is quite cool. But I say this is quite a weird review because I can't talk too much about it without giving too much away. But I would recommend that people paid the money So it's not expensive. Just pay the money, take a chance. Especially if you like films like Dark City, it's definitely worth a watch. So I hope you like the review. Until next time, Stevie Mike. See you again.
How old was the little girl you failed to save?
She'd be 16 now. The girl, where is she? I'll be waiting and watching.